climbing because I enjoy pushing myself. I have a couple of rules for myself, and those rules are that I think I should be hungry at least once a day, I think I should be out of breath at least once a day, and I think I should be scared at least once a day.
It's super physically challenging, so being able to like do a hard sequence and then like get to standing rest, it's super nice and important to be able to like just sit there and breathe and fully recover and be super in touch with like how pumped am I, what's my heart rate doing, and all of that to be able to like continue and progress through the route.
We need to have spaces where we can recreate safely, or not even recreate, we can just let the world exist, let nature do its thing at that point.
My name's Owen DeJean. Anytime I can get out and climb, I can. Just made nationals a bunch of years, won a few comps here and there. Getting the opportunity to prove myself against like hard routes and hard stuff that was put in front of me. And I think having come out on top a few times was really cool, but more so just like being able to like really push my ability on the wall.
My name is Conrad Moss. Such an individualized sport, but you have to learn how to be reliant on yourself. It forces you to deal with your emotions. So if you don't deal with your emotions, that affects how you're climbing physically, and then how you're climbing physically affects your emotions. You get stuck in this nasty feedback loop.
I'm Wesley Perkins. We were the youngest to climb the Cassine Ridge to the south side of Denali, and it's like a pretty proper alpine climb. It definitely respectable route. I mean, that was my first major big mountain that I'd been on, so I just wanted to summit, and then we skied off the top down to 14 camp in like 30 minutes. Like, so brutal that we were considering bailing, and because it's just so cold and desolate up there. Just after almost leaving, we stayed, and then we skied the Mesner, and we were the first ones to do that for the season too.
I think being pushed out of the comfort zone and into your growth zone, a little bit of fear is what makes you like learn, and okay, if you're comfortable, you're not going to really perform very well, but if you have a little bit of healthy fear, you're going to do your best to work through that situation.
I wouldn't feel as accomplished without the sense of fear. Like it just makes it, like we talk about a type 1 and type 2 type of fun, and then a type 3, and I think I just feel more accomplished if there's an aspect of fear.
I do know that there's a big push right now to use more of our natural world, or natural land in our space right now, for its resources.
You know, we have these millions of acres of national forest. They're increasingly vulnerable to wildfire. The effort to rescind the Roadless Rule is in part motivated by trying to address those risks. Having more roads in the landscape doesn't necessarily reduce the risk of fire. In fact, there is an argument to be made that having more roads in the landscape is a negative even from a fire suppression standpoint. Many environmental groups have suggested this is much more about, you know, trying to increase timber production, trying to reduce the barriers and red tape associated with development projects.
We can really see the encroachment starting to happen with like a lot of logging and mining and things like that, and the changes that are coming from that is that we don't have the same access that we used to.
We in our country love our wild places and our public lands. I think it's going to cause a lot of issues for access for climbing areas.
We exist in this world as much as everything else, and I think it's our responsibility to help take care of it and let it be itself and give it that space.
Let's do it. Right fucking now.
Yay.